Bitcoin has absolutely exploded over the last 48 hours. We have a ton of bullish momentum that's happening. However, I'm about to go on military orders for the next 2 weeks. So I am not able to update you guys on the day-to-day on what's going on. So this video is going to be a lot different than most. I'm going to do a 2-week projection of what my expectations are for the next 2 weeks and warning signs to look for. Okay, a little bit different of a video, but I think this will give you a more of a higher time frame look as to what to expect. And even if I should lessen my position, I probably won't because I'm stubborn. However, I'm going to go ahead and dive in and see if I should. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's going on. Now, the first thing we do in every one of our videos is look at our Bitcoin dominance chart, right? So on the Bitcoin dominance, what I'm looking at, I'm trying to see where it is in relation to how Bitcoin is trading in relation to the altcoins. And the first thing we're going to look at are these breakers. You guys can see a breaker here, breaker here, breaker here. Came up here, we had some really good interaction between these breakers, and currently we are under this breaker, and above this one. And on the daily, we are actually in the center of this. Now, this Bitcoin dominance chart actually turned into a falling wedge, which is a bullish indicator. And as you see, we did break up to the upside. However, we are solidly inside this breaker, and right now it's actually rejecting for the time being at least. Is it going to reject? You know, you really don't know. If you go to the 3-day, there's even a more clear level on here, which is this, okay? This right here is a very clear level. We're currently above it. However, we have 1 day and 4 hours to really get above it. Now, if we do, because I don't know if I'm going to have signal or not, if I do, I will keep getting you guys updates. I promise you, okay? However, there is a very legitimate chance that I do not have any signal while I'm out in the field. And if that's the case, sorry, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. But if I can record videos, if I can keep you guys updated, I promise you I will. So let's see. We have this right here. So we have this daily breaker, and we have this 3-day breaker right here. If we get above here and close above here, my next target will be this weekly breaker, and then ultimately probably right in here at this breaker as well in the high time frame. We have not tested that yet, so it would not be necessarily a bad thing to go up there. However, if we do get a movement of 5% on the Bitcoin dominance chart, that will severely hurt our altcoins. Make this very clear. Even if Bitcoin does continue up, our altcoins will suffer. Do they have to drop in price? No, but they will not rise as quickly as Bitcoin. That's just how it is. I do expect that if we do get this sort of a movement, I do expect that this level will hold because we have so many reasons as to why it should at this level. We just collapse right through, and there is a ton of resistance in this point. So I think that if it does come up here, it will reject and will basically range around, or probably even more realistic, collapse down further, because I am ultimately bearish on Bitcoin and bullish on the rest of the alt market. All right, so that's my Bitcoin dominance chart. One thing to take notice of, and while I'm on this chart, I want you guys to see this. Our shorts have been increasing drastically, and this has happened over the last 3 days or so. Just completely exploding upwards. You guys can see that. That's this really, really high. And I don't really understand why they're still pulling these shorts. It doesn't really make that much sense to me, because we are still pretty dang bullish at this point. Now, this candle today is a little bit bearish, and I will get in that in a second. But the main thing is that we do have a lot of shorts open, and I don't know what's going to happen there. We really don't. So let's go ahead and dive into the total 2 chart. On the total 2, we're going to look at the daily, and you guys can see how this trend line is acting as a resistance right now. You guys can see it's pretty clear on there how we didn't even get all the way up there. We tried to. We didn't actually fully touch it, and we rejected down. This is a weekly breaker, and as of right now, it looks like we're probably going to lose this weekly breaker. we didn't, or not even lose it, because we never actually reclaimed it, because we never actually closed above it. Now, if we close below this, this will be pretty dang bearish for us. It will. So we really want to see a close either inside or preferably above. That will give a signal to the altcoins that we can continue moving upwards. If we get a close below here, that's whenever I legitimately may start having some concern for the market, specifically the altcoins. Now let's go to Bitcoin, see how we're doing on that. On Bitcoin, we're having some movement today, lots and lots of movement. I know it's getting a little bearish actually right now. All right, so this is our current chart. Okay, we had some sort of a triangle pattern formed. Wow, we have a lot of price action here, so I did a lot of charting. We have some sort of a triangle pattern formed. We broke down from the triangle. However, we had a major reversal, and the key as to why we had a reversal was the really low volume here. If you go to my Twitter account, if you go to Discord, you go to Facebook, and even if you're on YouTube and checking all the live features, I'm telling you guys, I've been calling this out for days, that this volume has been crappy, and this is just very low volume. And because of that, I assumed it to be a bear trap, and sure enough, it was a bear trap. We had a very nice V-shaped reversal. My biggest concern right now is we still don't have volume. That is concerning. I would expect if this was a solid bear trap that this would accelerate the price upward, but we really haven't got that yet. So yeah, that's a little bit scary to me, honestly. So I really want to see, for us to stay in this position, we really want to see some volume and continuation upward. Volume while we move up. That's what I really, really, really want to see. And until we get that, we have to use some sort of caution. Now, the weekly open is currently acting as a really strong support. Look at that. That's beautiful, actually. We didn't actually touch it. We got really damn close. Yeah, we were only like $10 away on this chart, and I bet other ones we may have actually tapped it. So the weekly opens do provide some serious support or resistance. This is a daily breaker, and as of right now, we came in here, tapped it, and I would hope continuing up. Now, if we lose this daily breaker today, that would be pretty dang bearish. It honestly would. Now, do I think it's going to collapse and keep going down? No, actually, I don't. I think there's also quite a bit of support down here. I think a retest over here would make a lot of sense. Somewhere like that, test it, and then continuation up does make a lot of sense. There's a very good Elliott wave reason as to why we're done with this correction as well. I don't know if you guys are fans of Elliott waves, but essentially what it is, you have an A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave. We had a movement down, right? So but this is a three-wave movement down, which is a little bit weird. So we had 1, 2, 3. Okay. Three-wave movements are not impulsive. They are corrective, which meant this was a corrective structure. And if that's the case, if we had a corrective structure, the reason why we know it's a three-wave movement, not a 5, is because we got above this level over here, which would have been because it goes 1, 2, 3, but the fourth wave went past wave 2. This cannot happen in Elliott waves. So because of that, we know this is a corrective structure, which assumes that this is the start of our impulse to the upside. The biggest thing about this right now is we don't have the volume. So if this is our wave 1, this is our wave 2 correction, it can come down here and that's completely okay. But our wave 3, we need to see some volume to really shoot this sucker up. And that will really signify that, hey, the correction is done. We can continue going up to, at the bare minimum, 45,000. Bare minimum. Between 45 and 50,000, I think, is a very realistic target. And I will probably look to lessen my position somewhere in this area over here. Okay, yeah, lots going on. So, daily level, here's the key. Here's a line in the sand. Here's what I'm looking for. Today, I want to see this level held. That's key. If we lose it, we really need this for our breaker to hold. If we lose that, we will come down here and sweep this level over here, capitulation candle in the yearly open. And if we lose that, then we go into Goblin Town. All right, that's whenever it legitimately gets really bad. But until then, we're okay. I'm totally fine with the current price action right now. Now, let's find it. There we are. Okay. I posted on Twitter. Oops. Witter. Close enough. Witter. That's funny. It's actually a website too. It's hilarious. All right. I posted on Twitter. I post Twitter a lot, so let's find it real quick. Operation Save the Weekly. There it is. All right, I said on here, good news that this dump came early in the week for BTC. We have 5 days and 7 hours for Operation Save the Weekly. Get above 38,000 for one monster reversal candle. Okay, what I mean is that this level right here, this dark purple, this is a solid breaker level on the weekly chart. Up here, these are wicks, so they're not as important. So the main thing is this level right here is what I really want to see us get above. We did get above it, okay? We did. We came above it, but we rejected back down, which is not that surprising because it is such a strong level. But if we can get the weekly to close in 3 days and 4 hours above here, we're good, okay? We're good. You can relax. It's okay. We're fine, okay? That's what I really want to see. This is the level I'm really looking for as massive confirmation that we're going to be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Now, if we close a weekly candle below 32,000 or 30, yeah, essentially 30, low 32s and especially below 31, we got problems. Okay, we got problems. If we close in 3 days and 4 hours below this block, we have issues, especially after this massive candle right here. So we really want to see it close above 38, and we really do not want to see it close below like 32-ish, okay? That'd be super bad. Right now at 36, whatever, is what it is. I'm not really too concerned at this point. And that's it. That's the line in the sand. That's what I want to see. And yeah. Okay, that's what's going on there. Let's go to some of our big majors real quick and see if there's anything that I really want to point out. Let's see, XRP. Of course, I love trading my XRP. These altcoins look like garbage, okay? They do. And I hate to say it like this, but, you know, we expected this, all right? Bitcoin is king. Never, ever forget Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin moves the market. That's the one that has the most market share. That's the one that's always going to dictate where our market goes. And right now, it's the king's turn to play, okay? The altcoins will follow at their own will, but it is time for Bitcoin to run, okay? We knew this. We expected this. Whenever Bitcoin comes to play, it comes super hard. And we're going to have to let him play. However, here's the thing. If Bitcoin goes up really fast, okay, let's say it goes up 20, 30, 100%, okay? Once it starts to stabilize, altcoins will shoot up and catch up. But alts, when they move at a much higher percentage than Bitcoin, okay? What I mean there is if Bitcoin raises by 50%, our altcoins will raise by 250%, okay? So this is a game of being patient, okay? You're going to watch Bitcoin get a lot of gains. You're going to feel like crap about it. This is how I felt basically the entire beginning or the entire end of 2020. I sat on my hands and was like, this sucks. Bitcoin's on a roll. Bitcoin's on a roll. My alts are just chilling or losing value. This sucks. And then all of a sudden, my alts wanted to 20x in value. That's what happens, okay? That's how it works in the alt market. You're going to have to let Bitcoin do its thing. And whenever the alts decide to catch up, they will be pulled along with Bitcoin at drastic rates. Now, there are certain coins that I'm super bullish on right now, and I'm going to go through them real quick as to why. EOS, that's one of them. Go on the log chart. This, and I've done a lot of videos on these charts specifically, okay? So if you go to my altcoin video section, I have a breakdown of alts that I'm super bullish on. EOS is one of them I'm super bullish on. You guys see, you have 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, 4 tap, 5 tap, and it come down here. We've reclaimed it, and we lost it sort of, but we closed back above it again, right? So we reclaimed it. So as long as we're above this level, I'm super bullish on EOS. All right, like nothing is going to take my coins from me. They're my coins, and no one will have them because this right here is a super bullish pattern. And if you take off the log chart, you can see how much potential this sucker has. It's insane, guys. Like, look at this. From the current rate up to, like, you know, even here, 500%. Okay? Like, massive amounts. ZEC, very similar chart. Okay? It looks almost identical. All right? If you go to a lower time frame, let's go to the auto. There we are. Okay. There it is. Okay, same basic thing. Take off the auto, actually. You guys see this? We have this right here. Oh, wait. Auto. There it is, log. Tap, tap. Got above it, retested it, and now we're currently consolidating above. This one, we're currently stuck between it. We're still above the major one, the one I was really looking at, but we're also consolidating between that. Well, as long as we're still consolidating between that, I'm super happy. I would love to see us get back above this weekly breaker. I don't know if it's going to, but the point is, as long as we're above this major trend line, I'm okay in waiting. I'm all right with that. I think Bitcoin is going to have its run, and we're going to catch up. And whenever ZEC catches up, that one had a 500% increase, right? Well, if we were to go about the same level from here to here, that's going to be a 1,300% increase. You guys can see how much power we have. So I'm totally cool with where we're at right now. Is it going to go without me? Yeah, that's fine. I'm totally okay waiting. I did a video on Loom today, another good example. Algo, another good example. These coins do look fine. Even if, oh, and also another thing I'm going to point out real quick, Ethereum, okay? Ethereum is the leader of the altcoin market, okay? This is by far the largest altcoin right here, Ethereum, with $300 billion in this market. The next highest one is Binance Coin, because Tether doesn't count. Binance Coin with, like, what, 20%? Of the market cap of Ethereum. So you really want to look at Ethereum and see how it's doing. So watch these levels, look at these breakers, make sure we don't lose anything major. And as long as we don't, I'm totally okay with where we're looking right now. I honestly am. So, and realistically, I don't even know a point to where I would sell Ethereum, because we have so much support underneath us right now that, like, even if it fell down into this area again, that's still a healthy retracement to me. So I would still be okay with that. So yeah, like I think it still looks fine, guys. I really do. H-bar is the same way. I think this structure looks amazing. We have an impulse, high volume. We have a correction, low volume. We might go into this breaker again and retest that, but like I'm okay with that. And we have so much potential. What are some other ones? Yeah, EOS, H-bar, XRP. That's another good example as well. XRP has reclaimed this monthly level, okay? Monthly. This is massive, guys. So I will be back before this monthly closes. So I will know if this thing is going to close inside of there. But as long as this monthly level holds, which I fully expect us to, then I'm bullish on XRP, right? Like I am. So yeah, guys, like I think the market as a whole looks fine. It's going to suck for a while for alts. Cool. I'll be away from my phone anyway, so it makes it easy for me. But for y'all, you got to sit here and suffer and watch everything. But yep. Overall, guys, I think it looks fine. I'm looking at the market. I'm totally content with my position. It might go down. It might go down in value some. We know our solid levels. Basically, watch Bitcoin, guys. I gave you guys the very clear expectations of it. As long as Bitcoin keeps going up and keeps doing its thing and doesn't lose $32,000 on the weekly chart, cool. I'm good. Now, if it does, then you can start looking at dumping off some other positions, okay? Like, that's whenever I would start looking to dump off. But until we do that, you're not touching my coins. They're mine, and I will not get rid of them. So I think that's where I'm at. I don't know if I'll be able to do any videos while I'm out there, but I think I should have plenty of signal for Twitter and Discord, no matter what. So I will keep up to date on Discord for the best of my ability. So make sure to be on there for sure. Make sure to be on Twitter for sure. Facebook, yeah, go on there as well. I think it's reasonable to say I should be able to get on Twitter as well, or Facebook. But as far as uploading YouTube videos, I don't know yet, guys. I'm going to try. I'm going to try, and I promise you guys I will, but I just don't know if it's going to happen or not. So if I have a big hiatus, if you guys don't see me, that's the reason why. I'm not avoiding you guys. I'm not giving up YouTube. I'll be gone for 2 weeks, and I'll come right back, and I'll get right back to the grind. So, all right, guess that's where I'm at. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, etc., and I will see y'all in the next video, either tomorrow or in 2 weeks from now. So, deuces, boys. Bye.